Alright, well, we're back. We're gonna have to start over with Yuri, but I intend on staying the course, even through this weird reset. That I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, and only three of them. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. The subtext of "and of course Monika" makes me think that Monika is trying to force her way forward a bit more. Granted, the first playthrough there really wasn't much I could have done to interact with her. At least not at first. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Well, under normal circumstances, I would say yes, considering the three girls available here, but these aren't normal circumstances, kiddo. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. You were getting along pretty well with Yuri until, unfortunately, Sayori kind of offed herself. Which I'd feel worse about if, I wasn't just told she was my childhood friend as opposed to, I don't know, having a bit more connection that I could have had with Sayori before making my decisions. Because once I kind of decided to go after Yuri, there wasn't really much interaction between me and Sayori. Aside from the whole, let's walk home together. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. Don't jinx yourself like this, visual novel me. Come on. You're the worst. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, here we are. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Ooh. I'm tempted to say no, but... Oh. I could say no, but... I mean, it would be funny if I said no, but it forced me to read it anyways. So I'm kind of tempted to say no just for that. But on the off chance that it actually takes me seriously when I say no, I think I'm gonna have to say yes. Ah, fuck. Come on. That's just cruel. Alright, well, we know how this works. Right. So, I was thinking that, Monika would be in this position here instead of Sayori, but I guess not. How does Monika intend on winning this if I can't write a poem for her? It's kind of self-opposing. Okay. Oh, darn it. I didn't mean to make that one happy. Again, Alan. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Aren't you going to do a cute laugh after that? No. Okay. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. What? Yuri? Thanks for keeping your promise, Alan. Yuri, are you alright? Has Monica done anything to you? Look, if she does something to you, Yuri, you've got to let me know. For now, I think it's best to play along with Monica, but if she does something out of the ordinary, let me know, and then we are out. We are in the next state. Or in your case, or in this case, I guess that instead of like me going from another state, I guess that it'd be like hopping in a boat. It depends on whether we assume that we're in my place or your place. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Well, come on, like he deserves any slack. Natsuki, that was even worse. You're telling me that neither of you noticed that. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you just planned to come here and hang out or what. Is the music kind of off to you, dear viewer? Kind of sounds a bit off to me. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Sugumi, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a magnet collection in the club room. Monica, you are quite literally breaking the fourth wall here. I can't read the thing. It's a good thing I've already read it the last time around, otherwise that'd be a bit problematic. You want to adjust yourself, Monica? There you are. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Alan. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Well, thanks, Yuri. That means a lot coming from you. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you want me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all. Still weird that you've got that title. I don't mean anything wrong by that, but you would understand if you could see things from my perspective. That I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read and have the attention span of a goldfish. What's that? Nothing. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? I'm telling you, visual novel me, those Dandares just really are heart slayers. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. I'm glad that they kind of unskewed the frame. Makes me feel a little bit less nauseous. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. Notice that there's like a little line here. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, don't tell me that she's going to lose her head. Please, Monica, don't make her lose her head. Oh. Oh, there goes her eye. There it goes. If I was focused, I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. How far is your eye gonna go? It's still going. Still going. We could keep this up, but I'm not sure. Okay. Well, it looks like it's pretty much stuck there. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Ah, thank goodness. The line on her neck is gone and her eye is back in place. Mostly, I think. Looks alright. Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Because as usual, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Well... I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. I wonder if that's a real book. I'll have to see. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Maybe it's Yuri's eye and it just kind of accidentally fell onto the book. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. Wait, is that? I don't remember her saying that last time. The people there trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. Ah, jeez. What happened to, like, the girl and the other girl who were trying to escape or whatever? But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Jesus, Yuri! Come on! Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. That's not the issue here, Yuri. Ah, man. Don't fall off the pedestal I've given you, alright? Right now, you're best girl. Don't lose that. But anyways, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. I just hope that you're not into the limb hacking thing. Not the thing about the limbs. Yeah, as I was saying. That's kind of... It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Alan? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway. Okay. Come on, Monica. You already had, like, a really good point here that I didn't mind going over again. You're going to jump scare me now? Is that what's going on here? Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Don't just act like that didn't happen. Yuri, I might be more disappointed with you than Monica right now. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Wait. I don't think that she mentioned this last time either. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts... Huh. Wait, she might have talked about this before. Oh, my whole body gets incredibly... Ugh. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Was that supposed to be something dirty? So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. It just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. Yuri, don't freak out on me now. But just keep it together. Just gotta keep it together. And this time, hopefully we don't have, like, another childhood friend that kind of comes in and kind of ruins the romance by, you know, getting kind of depressed and killing herself. Which is kind of fucked up way of me putting it. So, shame on real world me for that, but regardless, I would like to get like some sort of end with Yuri, just so long as she stays alive and I stay alive. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. So sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling of your body heat. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? Wait. Is this like... is that like alternate text supposed to be Monica, or is it supposed to be like Yuri's deeper thoughts? Because it'd be kind of disappointing if she thought that all people were worthless. Because that doesn't seem like her. But then again, like, a lot of these girls aren't what they seem, apparently. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right arm to hold open the book. I guess that kind of makes it difficult to turn the page. Here. Ah, this scene. I love this scene. You know, before everything got all fucked up. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. She's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Is she more nervous about it than last time? I mean, last time there's less mention of, like, hacking of the limbs. So was my initial concern about her being a hidden yandere true? I certainly hope not. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. Yuri? This isn't how it happened last time. I know you're not aware of last time, but we didn't even get that far yet. Yuri? Yuri? Do you remember what happened last time? Tell me honestly, Yuri. So I don't know why that came into my head. Nervous laugh. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Eh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest, as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. Now this is definitely not how it went last time. What on earth was that about? Alan? Hey, Monica. This time you didn't get to interrupt, unfortunately for you. Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Monica. I really hope that's just referring to how me, or visual novel me, is unaware of girls' feelings towards him. And not a reference to, you know, your self-awareness of the game. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Yeah. Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Alright, let's take a little break here, because that all was a little bit jarring. So, when we get back, apparently we're only going to have two options to choose from. I think Monica is slowly eliminating her competition. So, let's see what happens.